What's going on there, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and it's time for an episode of P&Q, and this is the question and answer series where you get to ask me questions about anything, mostly wargaming related it seems to be, or make comments and again about anything, and I respond the following week. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can either pop the comments or questions down below in the comment section below this video, or you can email me directly at miniwarzone@gmail.com. and I'll leave a link in the video description below for that. That way you'll get an anonymous response, i.e. I won't reveal your user name or any other information about you. Anyway, or you can be more, you can like request to make my not read out and make my response more generic, so that's fine as well. Right, 2 emails this week. And I don't know, about 6 or 7 questions or comments. Get these right. Right, okay, so jumping right in with them. Starting with emails this week. And the first one says, "Hi Pete, I'm back," in bold capitals, haha, smiley face. "Great P&Q this week," then in brackets, "last week now. Gotta ask, is that a picture of you and your wife on your coffee mug? Just being nosy." With a smiley face. Yeah, I've got two mugs with a picture of us on it. It's from our wedding day. It's a picture of us on our wedding day. So that's what that is. We've got two. It's the only one with pictures of us on, so I know it's that. Okay, moving on to the next one. Good to see you back, by the way. Now that GW are promoting next armies, would you have one in mind? No, because of finances I can't afford it, but let's just put financial stuff aside for 1 minute and pretend I could. What would I go for? Probably Necrons or Tau. That's what I would go for. Right, moving on to the comments from last video. Jamjar34 Jamjar says, "Great video. You said in the last video about 40k armies. Do you have a codex for all of them? Before Christmas I got the Chaos Space Marine Codex. Awesome book." Then he's got another question. Okay, so let's deal with that one first. Do I have a codex for all of them? I've got codexes for all the armies I've got. Don't think I've got any for any I haven't got, although I would. I'd happily have them all just so I could read up on them and just get their gist and feel for each army and the background information. I like that. But yeah, I've certainly got ones for codexes for all the ones I've got. I've got Tyranids, I've got Blood Angels, I've got Space Marines, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, Orcs, Chaos Space Marines. And I've got Tau, the old one, but because I got it real cheap on eBay. I just want to get a feel for the army and some ideas for, I'm going to sneeze, maybe some ideas for pictures, colour referencing to paint my Tau Riptide that I did. Okay, second question. Would you do something like Idic Beer has done with his 13th company and base it on some fluffy fluff? 3 question marks, 3 smiley or laughing faces. Yes, I would definitely do that. I don't know what or how, but well, I know how I do it. That's why I like to read through codexes and stuff and get a feel and idea for each army. Then I can look at getting ideas for a fluffy army. I would like to do one, but I don't know what yet. I did have ideas to do one about a year ago. It was going to be a Legion of Space Marines called the Black Watch, and they were going to be very, very mysterious. I don't know what, they may have been a derivative of Alpha Legion, I don't know yet, not sure. But they were mysterious as well. They're going to be like, I was going to put them in, had ideas to put them in like narrative campaigns and battle reports and kind of randomly roll for who they would help and stuff like that. So nobody would be any clue as to who they were, what they were about, but just gradually release information over time. I might still do something like that, but I definitely will do something eventually. Okay, moving on to Idik Beer. Okay, Nick. He says, awesome Q&A, Pete. Great to see so many questions still coming in and some newcomers. Yes, it is. So my question is, have you seen the new Star Trek Beyond trailer and what did you think? If not, did you see the last 2 Star Trek films and what did you think? Yes, I've seen them all. Right. Well, I like Star Trek. Unlike you, however, I lean more towards Star Wars than Star Trek, whereas you lean towards Star Trek. But I like it a lot. The last 2 Star Trek films were good. I like them. I think they did a brilliant job, especially in the first film of the new films, of integrating the new actors into the old character roles. I think they did a brilliant job of that. And yeah, I like them. I've seen the new Star Trek Beyond trailer. That looks good as well. Just looks like another like Star Trek romp. Yeah, I like them. What I would like to mention though is the other one they were on about, because was it called Star Trek Renegades? What's going to be it was going to try and be a movie, wasn't it? But I think it's going to end up becoming, or it was a web-based series, I think. The one with Tim Russ and what's he called? Robert Picardo. He was in it as well. The guy that used to play the Doctor in Voyager. I know it's been out a while. I haven't seen it, but I saw a trailer that was like 9 months old. I saw it the other day actually, and to me, and although that was a lot lower budget, I found that more exciting than the new Star Trek Beyond trailer. For me, I was more pumped about that. But yeah, I think it'd be good if they could do a movie kind of based on what Renegades was about, with their massive budget. J.J. Abrams does an amazing job. I think he's a fantastic director, and I think he'll do a brilliant job. I think he's probably done a brilliant job with Star Trek Beyond. Be nice if he could have a go at the other one or something else like that. But yeah, I like them. I like them all from what I've seen. I've seen them. I remember the first one more than the last one though, for some reason. Which is odd because Benedict Cumberbatch was in the last one and I like him a lot as well. But yeah, that's what I think. I think they're good. But that Renegades one excites me more. I don't know why. It just does. Anyway, moving on. Victor Quez says, great stuff, mate. Do you have a favourite miniature in your collection? What is that miniature? That's easy to answer. Although he's unpainted. Well, unpainted, he's not finished. Let's pop them together. He's in 2 parts. My, oops. He's not magnetised anymore, but yeah, but there he is. My Imperial Knight. He is my favourite miniature. I must do some more work on him sometime soon. I'm really taking my time with him and just enjoying it really, because they're quite expensive and the chances of getting another one at any time, well, won't be anytime soon, let's just put it that way. But yeah, that's my favourite miniature. Thanks for your question. Big Mech Danskell, how are you doing? Superb stuff as always. Just spotted what looks like a tiger print throw on the chair behind you. Oh yeah, there. And wondered if you're ever tempted to try that kind of pattern when painting miniatures. Yeah, I have been. Things like tanks or jeeps for bolt action, that kind of thing. I've thought about wanting to do that. But I did think about having a go at doing something like that on a Tyranid. That sort of stripy effect. Tiger Tyranids, that would be kind of fun, I think. On their, like the shells on their back. So yes, I have. Okay, Kiblams! It says, awesome vid, Pete. The new game Frostgrave is actually a great crossover between RPGs and wargames. Could help to get friends into the hobby. Have you felt any interest in playing Frostgrave at all? It's one of those games that's on my back burner list for now. My list of I will check it out one day, but that day's not today, because there's so many other things I've kind of gotten closer to, but not actually invested in. So I've kind of got more of a feel for certain games, probably by watching battle reports and various other videos on it. So what you need to do with Frostgrave is get those battle reports out, and that'll get me hooked into it quicker. But yeah, it looks good from what I've seen. It does look good. It's just not a priority for me right now. Crongeless says, another triumph. Great P&Q and a Happy New Year to you and yours. Well, Happy New Year to you. If you were to respond to Pete's P&Q video series, what question would you ask yourself and what would your answer be? Okay. I had a quick think about this. So, I'll tell you. So, Peter, if you could instantly download the entire rule set for any war game and have it installed into your brain, like computer ROM, so you never ever need to look it up on a book or anything, because you just know it instantly. It's like there in your brain. Kind of like Johnny Mnemonic, like download the data. What game would that be and why? Well, thank you very much for your question, Pete. Being weird. Right, my answer to that would be I would like to have the entire rules of Warhammer 40k in my brain, because it's such a complex game, and that includes any further and future updates or errata that come out. And the reason is, if you know that game off like the back of your hand, never ever need to look up another rule. Any other war game is a walk in the park rules wise, really is. Because I don't think I'll ever get all the rules right in my head, and then I forget some, and it's a minefield of grey areas. To have all of them and have answers to everything would be fantastic. So that's my question, and that's my answer. And that leaves me with the last question from the last video. It's from Heresy Productions. To everyone, by the way. Enjoying the P&Q. Out of all the war games you have seen or participated in, which one fascinated or intrigued you the most from a game mechanic perspective? That's a pretty easy question to answer as well, because the game that fascinated or intrigued me the most from a mechanic perspective is Bolt Action, with turn-based dice system they employ, where you kind of every you got these dice with actions that you can do on them, and every unit you have on the board has a dice. The opposing army has a different colour set of dice for his army in each unit. You put them all into a bag. Whose go is it next? Well, it's random. It's the Americans. Right, and I'm going to choose this unit to, I don't know, take cover or whatever. Right, next go. It's the Americans again. Right, I'm going to use this tank. It's going to shoot. Like this German unit over here. And now it's the Germans, right? You know, because it's got that random element, and I love that. So obviously the more turns you have, the less percentage you've got of it being your turn next go, which kind of evens out a bit. It's a great natural balancing factor whilst also being random, and I like that. I like that a lot. That in fact is what got me into Bolt Action, not the fact that it's World War II or I've seen good battle reports or things like that. They were later on. In fact, the thing that got me into it most was a video I watched where it explained the game mechanics. That's what got me into it. So what we need on other games is explaining the game and how it works and how simple it is or complex, whatever. So that's all for now. That's P&Q for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all have a happy new year, or had a happy new year rather. I hope this year is going to be good for you all, better than the last year, because a lot of us have not had good years in general. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Remember, all brushes lead to war. Thank you for now. Bye.